Lost track of time there. Welcome to the stream, Slav and Letsugu. I need to learn how to say that name. Like, great to see you both. You ready to do some raids? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. All my hair is gone if you haven't noticed. It is early here. I just woke up like a half hour ago. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing some Eevee raids. I'm going to go find the first one to start hosting, and I'll pretty much just be hosting them for a couple hours here. Honestly, I don't feel like this is going to be too difficult. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I pretty much only soloed it with Corviknight, but I imagine fighting types would be good. Like, Annihilate could probably be really good in this fight, just because you can't even really get hit by any of the attacks. Hey, Reverse Dawn, good to see you. Let's go. I was a little late. So, great to see all of you here. Hope you're all having a great weekend so far. Listigu J-Boy. Am I saying that right at all? Oh, it has bite. I guess I didn't notice that. I guess bite wouldn't be too bad though, just because it's technically neutral on... Isn't it neutral on Annihilate? If I'm not mistaken. Reverse Dawn, you're a bit drunk. That's great to hear, bro. I mean, it's the weekend. You gotta enjoy yourself, you know? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna put up the first Eevee raid. Feel free to join. I'll type the code in the chat also. And yeah, we'll just go from there. I'm just gonna run Corviknight. Just because it can reflect the stat debuffs back at it. And yeah. It's just such a... It pretty much just walls it for the most part. Eevee has Ultra Instinct now. I honestly haven't really watched much of Super and such of Dragon Ball. Like, I grew up whenever, like, GT was, like, the most recent thing. And then that was, like... I don't know, I watched GT, but I also watched it kind of out of order initially. I don't know, there were some parts of GT that was cool, but it's technically not the same. Like, Super, if I'm not mistaken, is actually done by Akira Toriyama, which GT was not. Sorry. But yeah, feel free to join in on the raid here. Hey, Kimberly, and welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Oh, I see Ada. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Corviknight. I just feel like I already had one built from, I forget what raid it was. Was it Rillaboom, maybe? And I don't know, I just didn't feel like building anything new. I've been so busy. Sunday's my first day off this week. We have room for one more person if anyone would like to join us. But I will be here for a couple hours. I don't have to work until later today. Yeah, this one, you can't really use taunt or anything on it since it's kind of like the Pikachu. I was thinking this raid would be similar to Pikachu. This one feels easier than Pikachu, but then at the same time, the Meowscarada build against Pikachu was pretty clutch. Great to have all of you here. Hopefully your weekend's going well. You feel so tired because you haven't been going to bed at your usual time. You know, I kind of feel that because the other day I had like a 12-ounce coffee at 3 in the afternoon at my work. And pretty much it screwed up my entire sleep schedule for this whole week. I'm surprised I'm even awake right now. You can't join because you don't have Switch Online. No, that's... Oh, no. I'm sorry, Slav. Yo, what is up, James? Great to see you. Welcome. How's everything going? Okay, so we're gonna do this first Eevee raid. I think, yeah, Hisui and Gudra seems like it'd be pretty good here. Same concept, I assume, with body press. That's cool. Yeah, pretty much the way this fight is, I was thinking of this fight in this context of what is something that can just tank moves and still dish damage. Corviknight might not be the strongest fighting type to beat this raid, but it's also, I just think because it can reflect the charms and baby doll eyes back on Eevee and pretty much eat every move. It's, I don't know, I just feel like it's a good pick. Oh, you posting something in the art section? Let me check it out. If you did so. Yeah, there's a share your art, but as you said, you already found it. That's awesome. You have shinies for me? Oh, I mean, that's nice of you. You don't have to give me anything. You can always keep your shinies and enjoy them. See, like, Mirror Armor's a good ability in this fight, since we can't really do anything. I didn't even change the moves on this Corviknight, that's so funny. In the video I posted, I recommend Roost and maybe Bulk Up, but I just couldn't think of anything to even run on this. You really don't do anything. I mean, if you run Metronome as the item, you'd probably run Roost. But yeah. New Pokemon leak equal cookie type? What? Yeah, I know. The NPCs will use Leer and Glare and such. Hey, Mastery Ashy too. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. It is pretty interesting. Oh, I just saw you shared it. You drew a reference for your Steven Universe OC's glaive. Oh, that's cool. Is it kind of like a pole arm, kind of? Or is it like a more of like a handheld? It seems like it would be like a pole with like the end. Let's see. You're shiny hunting for Eevee. You don't have shiny charm in a massive outbreak. Had a combo of 60 and then full odds shiny Altair appeared and you kind of raged. I feel that, yo. It's kind of crazy sometimes how that does happen. I know that feeling though, because then you're like, do you go catch the Altaria? Or do you, like, what do you do? Like, if, for example, there's been times where I've made a shiny sandwich of a certain type, but then I find a random shiny, like in the same kind of case that you had, and it's like, I didn't want to waste my Herba Mystica on a random shiny, but then it's like, why wouldn't I just, you know, at the same time, catch this new Pokemon that I don't have. Like a glaive, what I mean by like a pole arm is just like, is it a two-handed weapon? Would it be like a long pole with like the blade on the end of it? Or is it like a one-handed weapon? So it would be shorter. Like if it was two-handed, it would almost be like body length, to a degree. I am very excited for the DLC. You have the DLC now, by the way. Is that even possible? That'd be crazy. You haven't even completed the main game yet. That's pretty cool. Did you end up catching the Altaria? I mean, Altaria is a good shiny. Or did you decide, hey, I'm here for Eevee? This is definitely a good time to get a bunch of Eevee shinies. I don't really need any, but I might hunt some this weekend. I'm just so busy with work. And I wanted to host some raids with the community. Eevee stronger than Arceus now. Do you think they're gonna make a raid event for Pokemon like Arceus? Very cool, very cool. What's your favorite Eevee evolution, chat? I feel like that's like a really hard question. By default, I want to say Vaporeon is my favorite, just pretty much based on the OG status of it. But I would say Umbreon's a close second. I don't know, I do like Jolteon and Flareon. I feel like they don't get as much love. You know? Corviknight down. You have a male shiny Sandalette. I don't even have a shiny Sandalette because I fear that the one I will get will be a male. You have 7 shinies, but all males. You have 7 shiny Eevee? Umbreon or Vaporeon? I like Vaporeon. I tend to gravitate towards the more competitively viable Pokemon. Like, Vaporeon has seen some play in the past. Umbreon's pretty interesting. Even in VGC currently, it can like sometimes show up on a team, and I'd almost underestimate it, but then it ends up doing some interesting stuff. I'll get all my health back here with Shellbell, so it's fine, by the way. Yeah, pretty much the way like this Corviknight is, you just don't die the entire fight. Seems the same case with the Hisuian Gudra, because it has pretty good bulk. Espeon's cool. I think Magic Bounce, if I'm not yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it gets, Magic Bounce, as its hidden ability. That's pretty good in singles for blocking hazards. Like Stealth Rock and Spikes, stuff like that. Mudsdale can 3-shot this? Yo, that's sick. Oh, wait. That would make sense because stamina, right? Is that what happens? Like, you use body press stamina? Slav, what is... Your favorite Espeon, Umbreon, and Sussy Vaporeon. Yeah, everyone... There is a big meme about Vaporeon. That's why I was afraid to say it initially, that it is probably one of my favorite Eevee evolutions. But, you know, I have no fear. Yeah, Life Dumon or Support Mon would be good, for sure. Hands never dies. That's awesome. Yes, Hands has really good natural bulk also. Yeah, because I feel like with Mudsdale, its ability is stamina, right? So your defense gets increased when you get hit. So, do you go for body press? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just assuming. It seems that like there's a very... Mastery Ash has a pretty cool concept here. Maybe there's like a video. Starter Pokemon are coming in the DLC too, which is going to be fun to hunt, by the way. Who's your favorite starter, Kimberly? Here, let me day skip real quick, and I'll get another raid hosted. GG's, by the way, everyone. So you're like passing out right now, Ada. Have you been up all night? Is that what's going on? Where am I at? I'm lost. Oops. What am I doing? Where am I? Alright, I think we're good. Body press Mudsdale. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said Mudsdale. Pretty much anything that can learn body press makes sense here in this fight. But Mudsdale is actually, that makes a lot of sense because it kind of speeds up how you can go on the offense. Since pretty much the Eevee attacking you will help set up your defense, so you don't have to keep setting up like your own defense. You could probably even like honestly just go for like Metronome Mudsdale and just keep body pressing. Potentially. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of delay on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't know. I feel like it's just like cross YouTube in general, there's just delay, or maybe there's something I could do to like fix it on YouTube, the way my OBS streams to it. You love fire Pokemon? Like Chimchar, Cyndaquil, Charmander. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to join. I'm gonna put the code up here. Yeah, definitely make a body press Mudsdale. That sounds like a great pick. Honestly, I love Mudsdale and BGC. Sorry. It's one of those Pokemon that has like middling stats, but then if you don't remove it or deal with it properly, it can be a real threat if it sits on the field too long. That's good that you're comfy though, Ada. Get comfy. What aspect of the DLC are you hoping or looking forward to? I think it's cool that they're going to be bringing back ways to get legendaries that are not from this game. I've seen, I guess, like a small spoiler. I mean, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed. It's from like the known leakers that have had a lot of credibility behind what they've posted. But apparently you can actually shiny hunt Calyrex and... Wait, what was the other one? It's one that's been shiny locked. Well, I'm trying to think, which one is it? Calyrex is the one that stuck out to me, but I'm trying to remember. There's one more that is a returning legendary that you can shiny hunt for the first time in the DLC. The horses are still shiny locked from what I remember. I can't remember. But yeah, that'd be really cool to use. I mean, I'm definitely going to shiny hunt Calyrex in this game, if that's the case. The way I think it would work also is if you did the reigns with a shiny Calyrex with like a Spectrier, I'm pretty sure the form would be shiny. Oh yeah, Enamorus, exactly. From Legends Arceus, the 4th genie. Yeah, those two are going to be able to be shiny hunt in the DLC based on a credible leak. So that's cool. And that might make getting a competitive Enamorus a little more realistic. Because I don't like genning personally. Like if you gen, it's whatever. I'm just saying, like, for my own personal collection and team building, I don't gen. So I would like to have a more accessible way to get some of these Pokemon without, like, trying to, like, waste my life away, you know what I mean? Are you talking about, Dashhound? Or Dashbun, excuse me. Dashbun's actually pretty good. I remember, I think it was Series 1, there was a team with Eruption. I mean, there's a team even in later formats with, like, Chi-Yu and Dashbun. It's definitely good. Body presses is generally a good approach to playing the game. Most people will run at least 1 or 2 ghost types on their team, but if you've run into a team that doesn't have any ghost types, you can sometimes just like sweep an entire team setting up. If they don't have haze or something similar to remove stat buffs. A literal ball of dough. Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, it could be a Pokemon one day. I'm not even gonna go on the record and laugh at that because probably no Generation 46 introduced the first ball of dough Pokemon, like literal ball of dough. And it like creates more lore to like the Fido and Dash button line. It's like a whole nation of dough, revealed from deep in a cavern under the ocean. The sunken city of dough. Oh yeah, milcery. Yeah, it's just like milk. It's like just like a dairy product. It's slightly disturbing. Also, if you're low on health, don't be afraid to go for like a heal cheer or like something of that nature. You know, it's better if you live than if you die. I ain't here to hold your hand in Maryland. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty easy. I don't think we're gonna struggle. Yeah, I mean, once you're like self-healing with those drain punches, you become an unstoppable force. I wonder if they're just gonna introduce Pokemon legendary Pokemon in raids. Like, will it be similar to how it already is, or will they add a completely new feature like how Dynamax adventures were in Sword and Shield? Yeah, honestly, Iron Hands is good here because you can set up so fast. In one turn, you can get +6 attack. That makes a lot of sense. And then you're just like getting all your health back anyways. I think the mirror armor is pretty clutch here too though, because I am lowering the Eevee's attacks, which is helping everyone else live a little bit more. I mean, regardless, everyone's doing great. Bring whatever you want for the most part, right? Like, the Goodra with Life Dew is clutch. Very smart decision. Yeah, I think, like, a Goodra with Life Dew... Like, how could we even lose? Your Ogerpon is a level 100. Your Ogerpon level 100 is Arceus Undercover. It's like in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show when Kenobi was on that like Inquisitor base or whatever trying to get Princess Leia out, and you like there's like literally like a cartoon like the trench coat. He walked past like all the stormtroopers and everyone's like, it's like high alert. Like, where is the princess? And there's like this guy just walking, like holding a freaking like trench coat over a child. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's seriously like, how did they ever approve this with the show? It was like, what? Really? All right. We're gonna get the next raid up here. GG's everyone, well played. Your parents would be proud of you right now if they saw you doing this. Like, wow, they brought the Hisuian Goodra with a knife too. Oh, just how I raised them. You know, making them proud. So let's see, where is this Eevee? It would be, I think it would be kind of fun to hunt some Eevee, even though I don't particularly need them. It's always nice to get some within the generation I'm currently playing. Sounds good. Thanks for joining in. I love Orthworm. I have a shiny Orthworm that I caught on one of my flights last year when I was... So last year I competed in a few of the regionals for... Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I almost thought that was a shiny for a second. But the shiny's gold. It just looked like it had like this like lighting around it. So I traveled to a couple of the regionals during the first Scarlet Violet cycle. And I caught a shiny Orthworm on one of my flights. I ended up running it a lot competitively. Since it's a spicy pick, but honestly like not that spicy. It was pretty meta for a while. But the way I was running it wasn't even with Shed Tail. At first when I was using it on my teams, I was using it with Shed Tail, but I started to realize that Orthworm honestly is just, if you run Heavy Slam, Iron Defense, Body Slam plus Protect. Oh, let's speak of the devil, look, there's a Mudsdale. It's actually really good, competitively. Because you need Heavy Slam to hit the Flutter main. I mean, granted, stuff like Golden Go, if it doesn't Tera, you can't really hit it or Annihilate. But there's a lot of scenarios where like I can bait out my opponent to Tera their Ghost type. Anyways, let me get up the raid. I'm taking a break right now from competitive Pokemon, just because I don't really have time and I wanted to save some of my money. But I do intend on potentially jumping back after this next world that's happening in Hawaii. I love Orthworm. Earth Eater is just such a cool ability for Pokemon. Hey Golden Koopa. Yo, what is up Chimchar? Welcome. Like, I just love... For example, I ran Garchomp on my team to synergize with Orthworm, so I could use Earthquake and it would heal up Orthworm. But Garchomp's one of those Pokemon, I've never really cared much for Garchomp as a Pokemon, design-wise or anything. Like, I know it's some people's favorite Pokemon, but I've always been in the camp of, like, I just don't really care much for Garchomp. But after running it on this team, I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get why people just love Garchomp. Like, it's just such an underrated... It's not even underrated. It's maybe in this generation a little underrated. But it's actually kind of insane. Like, that Pokemon. I ran mine max speed. I didn't run max attack. I actually put some HP investment in my Garchomp, so it was a little more bulky. I ran Clear Amulet, Protect, Swords Dance, Earthquake, and I kind of rotate between Rock Slide and Dragon Claw. I stopped running Rock Slide mainly because I ran into like a couple wide guard teams and I couldn't do anything with Garchomp against those teams if they pretty much, you know what I mean? They could just wide guard every turn, or I couldn't even bring Garchomp to that fight pretty much. But yeah, I've grown to really appreciate Garchomp more this generation. It's taking me how many generations? You know what I mean? But it's definitely insanely strong. Yeah, Iron Hands is just one of the most insane Pokemon. The power creep in this generation is pretty insane. You called your Garchomp Mr. Beast. I found a random shiny Gibble. I think it was my second shiny in this game. That's the one I actually built for my team, was the shiny I found. Take care, Slav, the Dough Master. Great seeing you. Hopefully, have a great weekend, you know? Enjoy your time playing Blade Ball. Alright, so... yeah, for the most part, Eevee is gonna just get wrecked this entire stream. I might switch it up and run something else, but Corviknight's just kind of a solid pick. Like, I won't die. There's benefits to mirror armor. You know, I'm still doing a relatively good amount of damage. Alright, I'm gonna go on the offense now. But yeah, pretty much they're doing this event because it is Eevee Day. Or it was Eevee Day this week. Pretty much every year they do like Eevee-oriented events in Pokemon games. I wonder, do you really think Arkham Kratos, thank you, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to the Sass Squad. Do you think they'll ever make a new Eevee evolution? I feel like I've seen somewhere in an interview that they don't intend on making another one. But I just feel like the fans want more Eevee evolutions. And why would they not consider it, at least? You know? Alright, let me see real quick. Do I need to... Yeah, let me set up Iron Defense again. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing about doing these raids in groups, I think you have to be a little more careful. Like, everyone's bringing great picks today. I haven't really seen any issues so far. But in solo play, you can totally get a little more spicy if you desire. Like, for the last raid, the Hisuian Typhlosion, I ran a Houndoom. And I would absolutely put that in the spicy category. But I was able to do it, you know? So... And it's not like I'm affecting anyone else. Like, I wouldn't bring a Houndoom to a group at all. But, like, in a solo match where I have complete control over the timer, it's like, why not, you know? Yeah, that's a good call. If you're running low on health, try to heal cheer. I think we might still be okay, even with the 2 deaths. Alright, now I can go on the offense. Oh, really? I'm gonna give us a defense cheer real quick. Then I'll do a heal cheer. See, the close combat might not be the best move to use in this fight, just primarily because you're lowering your stats by doing it. It'll be close here. We might still be able to just barely do it. Yeah. I don't know. Iron Hands might be able to carry it still. Yeah, actually we got this. Just barely, probably. That's actually kind of insane. Yeah, switch out close combat for a safer fighting move. Because you don't really want to lower your stats in this fight. Good job. Mastery just carrying us there at the end. Clutch. See, that's why you run Iron Hands. Right there is a great example in justification for running Iron Hands, because that damage output is insane. GG's, everyone. Yeah, I mean... Wow. That damage output's impressive. That was insane because we racked up a lot of timer too with the deaths, and we still just barely pulled it off. Great job. Alright, so let me get another raid up here. Yeah, if you're joining the raid, just be careful about dying. If you're getting low in health, don't be afraid to go for like a defense cheer or a heal cheer to help like withstand some of the damage. As long as you live, we'll be in a better position. It's okay if you're not just outputting the most damage in the fight. It's a little more important that you just don't die. But we can afford a few deaths. I mean, based on that fight, as you saw, like, that was maybe a worst case scenario towards the end. And we still just narrowly pulled it off. But, you know, I don't think we would have been able to do that without the help of that Iron Hands. For real, though. No problem, Kimberly. You have one, though, and evolved into Glaceon? Yeah, actually Dragonite could be a really... I could see that being good. That'd be a fun outbreak, the Deerling. Alright, let me get up here and get the code, and feel free to join, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just grinding items or you're doing your first Eevee raid, feel free to join us. Wait. Okay. For some reason I thought that was a shiny Murkrow for a second, but it was just on the Klee. Saw it at the corner of my eye. I wasn't entirely sure. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. It does help my content reach a wider audience here, and it helps me out a lot in general. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, here's the code. If there's anyone who hasn't done any of the raids yet, or you haven't even done Eevee, please let me know and we'll try to make sure you get in. Just let me know your in-game name and such. Yeah, Iron Valiant's a little tough just because it's more of a glass cannon. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, Iron Hands... I need to build an Iron Hands for Raid. It's so funny, I've been playing this game... Like, you'd think I, out of all people, would have an Iron Hands built for Raid, but I just don't. Like, I always wanted to have a shiny one for my Raid Pokemon as well, but I use my shiny for competitive. So I've just neglected on building a raid one, and I just build all these like obscure, spicy raid builds. I mean, the Corviknight's not that obscure. This was a build that I just feel like most people have in their arsenal. But literally 4 Iron Hands would probably just tear through this raid so fast. Like, that damage output is absurd. I mean, Iron Hands is just such a crazy good Pokemon. Its stats make it just a nightmare to deal with. Hey Ta, good evening to you. Yeah, Ken, what's your in-game name? So I can make sure you get in. You'll probably just have to also... I'll try to like give you like a heads up. I'll type it in the chat, you just have to be quick about it. But I'll make sure I don't start the raid until you get into the raid. Like if I get a group of people and you're not... I don't see your in-game name on the list, I'll restart the lobby until I see you in it. But I mean, if you're watching and, you know, you're down to just make sure Ken gets in it, then even better. I love it when people can... I mean, I don't expect to have that much organization here, but... that's all I ask. Oscar? Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye out for that on the next set. Alright. Thanks again for tuning into the stream today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're joining these raids, just try to bring something that can, you know, live throughout the fight. Here, I'm gonna actually give ourselves a defense cheer. Sounds good, Ada. Yeah, I mean, this feels easier than the Pikachu raids that we had in the past, but maybe it's more that there was more difficult raids since the Pikachu. That's why it feels that way. Mewtwo was probably the hardest one so far. But then that one was kind of easy once everyone realized, oh, you just run physical bug. Zap's is going for metronome, you know, that's hilarious. I gotta appreciate that, honestly, that's funny. It's like, imagine you just get explosion. Like, that's so funny. I mean, I don't know. It's more than throwing. It's an art form of its own. It's like when you see like a street performer. You know, you like walk by and you're just like, I'm okay with this. Oh yeah, I'll be sure to add you. Yeah. I can even make my code. I typically make my Switch code public. I just have never updated Nightbot with my commands on YouTube. Wait, actually, I could probably... Yeah, I'll heal cheer real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like they're... If anything, I feel like it's just spicy, like fun. I don't think it's really being harmful to the fight. Like, literally after the last fight where we had like 4 or 5 deaths, I think that's a good... I think that's a good indicator of like what we can get away with in this fight. So yeah, I'm not really worried about it. We're looking pretty solid here. Yeah, I'll go for another heal cheer here, if you're alive. I'm gonna go for another heal cheer regardless, just to try to get more health on you. Yeah, that makes sense. The crits are brutal, right? It happens though, you know? I wouldn't worry about it. I think we're still good. Eevee the Unrivaled. Well, are you planning on evolving your Eevee at all, anyone? Or are you going to keep it just as an Eevee? I'm the type of person that I'll just like never touch these Pokemon. Like they'll just stay in my box or Pokemon Home forever. It's unfortunate they all come with perfect IVs, because some of them you want to have 0 attack. I really hope they introduce an item in the DLC that allows us to turn IVs from 31 or whatever they are to 0. I'd even Tera in this fight. That's actually hilarious. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even Tera once, because the way this fight works, but every time I get my +6 defense, it feels like it removes all of my stats. Maybe I should just run something more support. GG's, everyone. Alright, so this next one, I want to make sure we get Ken. So we want to make sure we see someone's in-game name in the lobby named Oscar. Okay? That's all I'm asking is if we can cooperate together. You're going to keep your Eevee. Makes sense. Yeah, that's all I'm hoping. Alright. 1 second. Let me get the next raid up here. So Oscar, are you ready, bud? Ken Oscar. Ken or Oscar. Sounds good, sounds good. Whoa. Alright, let me see, where's it at? I mean, if there's still slots, feel free to join after anyone, but yeah. I just want to make sure we get in some of the new people that are trying to raid. Alright, awesome. It looks like you'll probably just... I'll get the code and I'll put it in the chat and just be prepared on the Tera screen. I have a good feeling you'll get in this lobby though. Alright. Let me head up the mountain. Glacial Mountain. Yeah, I'm really excited to play some of the Indigo disc. I still haven't even finished playing this DLC in Kitakami. Alright, I'm about to put the code in the chat. Yeah, I'll probably, maybe I'll just like, I think I have it somewhere. I might have it on my Twitch, actually. Let me see. It might be able to come up on... Yeah, do you see that right there? By chance? You could just add me. I'll type it in the chat. Alright, Oscar, I see you, bud. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, you can add me on the Switch. It's fine. Alright, let's do this. If you get low in health, don't be afraid to go for a heal cheer. But yeah. Looks like this is a very unique group right here. But a bunch of fighting types. What's my Unite rank? I have not played. It's been a minute. Pogo Science. Thank you, Ada, for that sub, yo. Appreciate that. That's fun. Alright. Yeah, honestly, I played a little bit of Unite last season. I think I almost got to Ultra. Like, I didn't play that much. I was playing for fun. But it's just so hard to get into playing Unite when you're alone and you're just like doing solo queue. It's not as bad as it used to be, I feel. But it still feels like the player imbalance, like there's like, it's like crazy, like the gap in skill. Alright. Yeah, this Eevee. We're gonna start body pressing now. So I can Tera here in a couple turns. Yeah, I like mirror armor a lot in this fight. It just helps like neutralize this Eevee a bit. There you go. Also, hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. It would help my content out a lot. Also consider subscribing if you like Pokemon Tera Raids and Scarlet Violet, shiny Pokemon, shiny hunting. The whole shebang. Alright, I'm in the Tera now. Yeah, I remember... I think the Galarian Zapdos is such a cool Pokemon. I love that the shinies are the colors of their Contonian forms. You got the hands for me? Wait, did you build a hands for me? That's crazy. I'm gonna heal up the squad. I should give us a defense boost too. Yeah, I do have a Discord. There should be a link in the description of the YouTube stream. If you can't see it, I'm pretty sure there is one. Do I have it in my... I don't remember. Like, if it's not, I have a link to it. I can post in chat. I can't remember if I keep it in my description. Awesome, I appreciate that, yeah. Yeah, it's using Charm. It's kind of annoying, right? I'm gonna give us a defense boost so we can eat these moves. Okay, yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't think I keep it in my description. I couldn't remember, but yeah, I can just share a code. I'll be sure to accept after the stream. I'll accept Switch requests after the stream. Well, let me see. I'm pretty sure I have a link to it on my Nightbot. Let me find it. Alright, yeah. There you go. Wow. Yeah, sure. I can trade real quick. This is a GG, by the way. We got this. Great job, everyone. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything that has not worked. So, there you go. Alright, yeah, that's game. Well played. Alright. Yeah, it was easy. I feel like I was like barely paying attention to that. Alright, cool. I'm gonna... Great job, Ken, by the way. Great job, everyone that was in that raid. Glad you were able to get in it as well. Love to see that. Okay. Let me get another raid up here. Alright. Where is our... There it is. It's pretty close actually where we're at already. So we'll go fly here. At the Glaceado's Grasp. I would love to find a random shiny Bergmite. Alright. I think that's it right there, ahead of us. You love Chief from Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, I played I grew up playing the original one on the GameCube. I do enjoy playing New Horizon. I actually have in my New Horizon, there's a Pokemon theme to it. And on Twitch, I used to do these streams where I'd play my Go Battle League for Pokemon Go battles in Animal Crossing. Like I have these gyms that I made in Animal Crossing that are set up, and I'd go fight there. I'd like go stand there. And I had this whole screen that I made in OBS that whenever I like get into a battle in Pokemon Go, I like switch to this like different screen, and it's like whenever you're looking at your phone in Animal Crossing, I change it to be like the Pokemon Go screen, so it looks like the guy in Animal Crossing is like playing Pokemon Go on his phone. Good old days. You DM'd me? Let me see. Oh, I see, I see. Here, I'll do the trade real quick for the Iron Hands. Send me the code, homie. I appreciate that. Then I'll put up the code for this raid. All right. But yeah, oh, you have a Hoopa. No, you could keep your Hoopa. I actually have Hoopa. I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue, so I pretty much have most of the distribution I have all the mythical Pokemon. The only one I didn't really have at a point was Magearna, because I didn't really play Sun and Moon that much. But that's still one you can get to this day if you beat the Pokemon League in that game and just use that QR code that they have. But it's okay. I don't need a Hoopa, my friend. You should keep... That's a pretty rare Pokemon. You could totally, like, trade it for something. I think I have, like, 1 or 2 Hoopa myself. If I remember correctly. I know I at least have 1. There was some that they had in Pokemon Go, but I didn't do any of those raids or events. Oh wait, hold on, let me see the code. Alright, I'm trading for an Iron Hands real quick. I appreciate that, Ashy. It's okay. You don't need to give me anything. You can join more raids if you'd like to. You're more than welcome to keep joining. I appreciate the hospitality. All right. I'll just give you a gimme goal. Oh, she's on. Yeah, it's a very easy raid, right, Darren? Iron Hands can just tear through the raid. I mean, pretty much most fighting types are going to do pretty decent. As long as you can survive the onslaught of the Eevee's attacks. I appreciate this, by the way, Ashy. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put this code up on the stream. Feel free to join if you wanna do a Eevee raid. I'm just gonna be hosting them for viewers. If you need to do the raid for the first time, you're more than welcome to join. If you want to just grind for items, you're more than welcome to join. Awesome, yeah. Here, I'll try it out in this fight. Zacian, I have too. I even have the shiny ones they distributed during Sword and Shield as a mystery gift. Zacian and Zamazetta, excuse me. Como-O, that seems like a pretty good option. I saw someone using the Zapdos in our most recent raid. Galarian Zapdos. Como-O is actually insane in Regulation E as well, competitively. Just as Como-O is a cool Pokemon. It is, in fact, quite the insane Pokemon. Kyogre. Ken, I appreciate. We can go. You can keep all your legendaries, homie. You're running soundproof. That makes sense. So you're pretty much immune to hyper voice. That's pretty clutch. Yo, we're just gonna tear through this. Like, look at this. The boys showed up. And we all got boosted by the... Actually, this is good that Oscar ran Koraidon, because now we get boosted with Quark. Oh, wait, never mind. No, I'm thinking of the wrong Pokemon. Never mind. We want Electric Train. We were almost there. Sorry. It completely just like... Never mind. You think I would have... Let's move on from this moment. What a charming Eevee. It's fine. Honestly, if you ran Miraidon with 3 Iron Hands, that would be insane. You could probably even run like a Pincurchin. Just set up Electric Terrain and give us that Quark Drive boost. This is just brutal. This is like kind of like a hate crime at this point. That makes sense. So you put Swords Dance on this to help deal with Charm. That's pretty smart. All right, let me set Belly Drum again here. Okay, so you're running Iron Defense and Body Press on Como-O. That makes a lot of sense too. See, that's a cool Body Press Pokemon to use in this fight. Because the Body Press is Stab already, and then you probably Tera Fighting, I assume. That's clutch. Can you have a Kyogre? I might have a random Kyogre I could give at some point. Not a shiny one, but maybe like a regular one. I might have one in Pokemon Go I could transfer in. Let's see. Like, if you're someone that doesn't necessarily care about competitive Pokemon, then a Kyogre from Pokemon Go should be good. Because if you wanted to use it in VGC, you technically would want to have a Kyogre that has 0 attack IB, which is not guaranteed to happen, even if you transferred in a 0 attack IB Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Technically, it would be like 1 or 0, still. Alright, let me Belly Drum. Oh, that's a good idea! Clear Amulet. That is actually clutch. Can I get a hand? Yeah, Oscar. Yeah, actually Clear Amulet is a pretty great idea. I think I might do that. Clear Amulet, Belly Drum. Wait, I'm about to die here, my bad. Sorry, everyone. I have failed the Legion of Iron Hands. Wait, did I even Tera? What am I doing? Yeah, that's a good point. Well, the item that is on this Iron Hands was Expert Belt. I just kind of went into it with whatever it had, but I'm gonna put Clear Amulet on it. I think that's a good idea. Oh no. GG's. The Legion is still strong, it's true. These hands are just too big. You know what they say about big hands. They destroy 7-star Eevee Raids. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna put Clear Amulet on this. I'll try that out. But yeah, I mean, the charm doesn't really make too much of a difference because the fight goes so fast that by the time you're gonna try to even negate the charm, your stats are you're already in a position where you have to belly drum again anyways. Feel free to join, Darren. What's your in-game name so we can try to get you in on this? Yeah, honestly, Iron Hand is just one of those Pokemon that is kind of broke. You know? It's... I mean, I wouldn't even say it's broke. That's probably not true. It's not necessarily broke. It's just... in the right hands, no pun intended, it's pretty insane. Yeah, I'm gonna put Clear Amulet on this. So what Clear Amulet will do is prevent any of those, like... status moves from lowering my stats, so it can't lower my attack. Alright, let me get another raid up here for everyone to join. Plague? Okay, cool. We'll make sure you get in this raid, Darren. Bring that Como O of yours, that'd be sick to see. Giratina. What about Giratina? Destroying Eevee. Yeah, this is just brutal. What a way to celebrate Eevee Week by just like a genocide of Eevee, you know? Where do you I think it might be in... trying to remember, is it Lavencia? I think you buy Clear Amulet in North Lavencia at the Delibird. I am pretty sure that's where it is. I could be wrong, but I think that's where it's at. No problem, Mashy. Thanks again for the Iron Hand. Saved me some time. Not that I couldn't have done it myself, but I tend to, in all Pokemon games, try to avoid doing the norm at all costs. Because Pokemon's a game that does allow you to kind of play it in a unique way if you want to. Like, in competitive Pokemon, if I go to a tournament, my team will still, to a degree, have, like, meta concepts. But, like, I'll always try to at least build around one spice pick on my teams. But on the ladder, where it's like a best of one close sheet, being able to catch your opponent off guard is a huge competitive advantage. So running stuff that's like extremely niche is a lot better, honestly, on ladder play. So you can get away with a lot more than you typically could in a tournament where it's best of 3 and someone can kind of see all your moves and items and such before. Like a good example of this was, there's a team I saw a few days ago. It was with a Lone Golem and Rapska. And it was Telepathy, Rapska next to Galvanize, a Lone Golem with Explosion. So it can't be hit by the explosion. It's just like a really cool concept, honestly. And then you can just like bring your Golem back to life, even with Revival Blessing. It's spicy. Alright, let's try to get Plague here in the group. So, Darren, I'm about to post it. So, yeah, I think it's the... if you go to North Lavencia at the Delibird shop right there. Here, oh, wait a second. Oh, it's sold at the Delibird presence at the Skull one. in it goes whatever. No, it's okay. Like, I don't really need anything at the moment. I've been taking, I'm playing pretty casual right now, competitively. Like the only competitive Pokemon that I can think of that I'm looking for is the Blood Moon Ursaluna, but I'm going to be doing that hunt at some point, which I'm not looking forward to. It's probably one of the main reasons why I haven't done it yet, is just the concept of sitting there, software setting for IVs. Just feels like a nightmare. I guess a part of me feels like I just want to wait until... There's been rumors that there might be an item in the DLC, or some feature similar to PK Hex in the DLC that allows us to maybe change the IVs of our Pokemon. So currently in the games, we can bottle cap IVs. So if you catch a random Pokemon in the wild, you can give max IVs to all Pokemon. But there's no item that can lower IVs, which you might be thinking, why would you ever want to lower your IVs? So if you're not a competitive battler, you might not realize having certain Pokemon are better if they have 0 speed IVs and 0 attack IVs. And those are typically special attacking Pokemon. You go for 0 attack. But yeah, it makes getting certain Pokemon just like a nightmare to get legitimately, like Cresselia, for example, which is a very common pick in Regulation E. Maybe not like the biggest contender here for accessibility, but typically for Cresselia, you want 0 speed IV and 0 attack IV. You don't always need the 0 speed IV necessarily. Like technically you could just run 0 attack and still be like a Trick Room Pokemon. This way it makes you faster than other Cresselia, but it's just one of those scenarios that if they would just introduce an item that can do that, which you'd think a game that knows that they make these features would embrace it. It's just so weird after all these generations, because most people just, I don't know, like there's a big controversy. I mean, most competitive players just cheat in gen. I mean, granted, I use the word cheat in the sense of like, I view it as cheating mainly because they're saving a crap ton of time and like preventing, like a lot of people are stuck behind this like paywall of the game or time grind. But being able to just like make a Blood Moon Ursaluna day 1, where I've seen people hunt it and it's taken, they're still hunting it. And it's like over 24 hours of legitimate grinding for it. It's like, holy smokes, that's like too much. You know, it's like, wow. It just doesn't feel like, I agree with most competitive players in the sense of the game shouldn't be the way it is, you know? It shouldn't be grindy for, like, like in their minds, it doesn't in any way show competitiveness, okay? It doesn't show, it doesn't contribute to if you're good at competitive Pokemon, which I agree 100%. But the reality is, it's just that there's certain things people can do on the fly that would take a legitimate player hours upon hours of grinding just to build that exact team. And if, to me, I feel like being able to just solely focus on the competitive side of the game and not worry about that part does give you a competitive advantage still. But if they added an item that allows you to lower an IV from 31 to 0, it pretty much, even though there's still going to be a little bit more grinding for a legitimate player, it still levels the playing field tremendously. So that's like the whole thing I hope they end up doing, if not this generation, hopefully next generation. Because it's just kind of a mess. Like, it's been like this since forever. But arguably way worse during the DS era, where IVs were pretty much only obtainable by breeding or getting extremely lucky. And there was moves called Hidden Power, which they've removed from the game since, you know, they removed things from the game that were so polarizing. Because if you don't know, Hidden Power is a move that is, its damage output and its typing is all random based on the IV spread of your Pokemon. So if you wanted to run like a Thundurus with Hidden Power Ice, for example, you had to have a very specific, there was like a couple different IV spreads you could have that could give you that specific type. But if you wanted to have that type plus the maximum output of damage it could do, plus the maximum amount of HPs you could get away with I mean, the maximum amount of IVs you can get away with, excuse me, without like losing too much. Like, it was just like, what the, you know what I mean? Like, that was a legitimate part of Pokemon's history competitively. And that was just like, most people just action replayed their Pokemon in or whatever. So that's why like most competitive players were just kind of like, whenever this past Worlds people got disqualified, that was like unheard of. Like, honestly, like, I don't think I've ever seen people get disqualified for Gen Pokemon in the entirety of Pokemon history, which is kind of crazy. Zero IVs for every Pokemon. That's funny. Darren, we'll try to get you on the next one. Sorry, I got a little distracted there talking about my gripes with competitive Pokemon currently. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like demonize people that do it. It's just that I personally just feel like it's the thing that like cringes me out about genning in competitive Pokemon is just like how accepted it is. Like, personally, like I'm not against it, but it also just kind of rubs me the wrong way too. Like, why would you even, like, I wish they just would level the playing field and give an item that lowers IVs. That's all they need to do. The blockchain. Because of the mirror. So wait, you're running Mirror Herb? Is that what you said? I mean, the cool thing about competitive Pokemon is that outside of just that, it's just hard not to love it. There's so much nuance and depth of how you can build Pokemon in competitive play. Like, the whole Rapska Alone Golem thing I just told you about. Like, that is super cool to me. After like watching Regulation E format, you know, I'm like sick of seeing some of these Pokemon. You know, I'm sick of seeing Fluttermane everywhere all the time. But seeing stuff like Alone Golem get play is really cool. Annihilate seems cool. Let's hold hands. Let's hold hands, everybody. Dang, yeah. Honestly, these fights are going so fast. Iron Hands is probably the best Pokemon to use in this fight, like, legitimately. GG's. Wow, yeah. Just completely obliterating these raids. They don't even stand a chance. Alright, let's try to get Darren in on this next one. His in-game name is Plague. Sorry about that, by the way. I meant to get you in on that one. So let's find our next raid here. Alright, 11, make a wish. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that time it just felt really fast. And I feel like it was more than just the Iron Hands. It was just like, we just wrecked that. There was still like half the timer. I mean, I guess I underestimated how good something like Iron Hands would just be in this fight. Like, I knew it would be good, but dang, it's just so strong. Yeah, if that's a good point, Darren. If some of these Paradox Pokemon had an ability aside Quark or photosynthesis, whatever, it would be insane. Like, even if it just had like a basic ability aside Quark Drive. Because Quark Drive is only usable with electric terrain, you know what I mean? That's the only utility you would ever have with it. Which is so niche that you'd like almost never see it. Alright Darren, are you ready, bud? I'm gonna put the code up. Yeah, it's insane. Like legitimately, it's kind of insane. Like I was running Corviknight just because I was like, I already have it built. But yeah, now that I have an Iron Hands, I guess I have an excuse not to just run it. Alright Darren, you ready, bud? Because I'm about to put the code in. I want to make sure you get in on this raid. If we can try to let Plague get in on this raid, chat, that would be amazing. Awesome, Darren. I mean, I hope I can get you in on it, though. So, I'm going to type it in the chat here in a second. It had Levitate? Dude, if it had Levitate, that would be too good. Imagine it had Levitate and you could just Tera Electric even. Alright, try to get in there, bud. Good luck. Let's try to get Plague in, please. And then we'll have one more slot after. Alright, I believe in you. Perfect. Alright, we have room for one more person. That's awesome you got your Hisuian Typhlosion. I'm really, like, I was gonna, if you weren't able to get it, I was gonna do a second stream, but whenever you commented on my one short and said that you got it, I figured I wasn't gonna do a stream, just because I had so much other stuff happening. Shedinja with air balloon Tera Electric. I'm so glad Shedinja's not a thing. Alright, so we have room for one more person if anyone wants to join the raid. If you want to grind for some items, if you just want to hang out, smack around this Eevee a little bit, feel free. Let's see. I see, Master Ashy, that you joined Discord on April 20th. What a nice day to join Discord for the first. You became a Discord member on 420. What were you doing on that day? Shiny Greninja is awesome, yo. I love Shiny Greninja. I actually did a stream. I do shiny hunting streams and Masuda Method streams on this channel also. I bred for Shiny Froakie. It took me over 1,000 eggs. I think it was like 1,400 something eggs. I don't remember. But it took me forever to get my first Shiny Froakie in this game. I'm so glad I finally got it though, because I was breeding for 0 attack IVs as well. That way I could build a specially offensive one for competitive. Yeah, I was just looking at the message you sent me and it says like when you join Discord, it says April 20th, 2021. I'm sorry if I'm like revealing too much info about your Discord profile. I just thought it was entertaining. And then I was like looking at your name and I'm like, wait, is there more meaning here? Mastery Ashy. Ashy. Yo, this is sick. We got a squad. Look at this powerful squad just showing up. What would you do if we showed up to your house like this? For real though. I can't state enough how much I love the shiny Galarian Zapdos. It's just such a cool Pokemon. Yeah, I figured you got crit there. It's all good. We can afford a few deaths once we get set up, we're pretty much just gonna like blow through this entire raid. Yep. Yeah. Should be really easy. Tomo definitely seems like a pretty good pick for this fight. You got Rayquaza. Rayquaza is sick. Yeah, what if they... I remember people were trying to speculate that they would bring back Mega Evolution this generation. That would be insane. That would be too much. Imagine if there was a game that had everything in it. That was a legitimate... like a legitimate Pokemon game. Like, that would be so crazy. Okay. The Penny theme is still the biggest bop in this game. That is straight up one of the, like, the best songs this game has produced. I remember, like, one of the first times I heard it, I was like, this goes way too hard. I personally hate Penny as a character. I'm sorry to say, but the song, legendary. Alright. Whoa, what is going on with that Tera? Oh, okay. For a second, I didn't really see a Pokemon there, I swear. Maybe I'm seeing things. Shiny Rayquaza is super cool. Black shiny Rayquaza is just like peak. I love Charizard shiny also. Yeah, this is pretty much GG. We're about to just blow through the rest of this raid with ease. We belly drum here. Yeah, I like the Galarian Zapdos. I mean, it's been doing work. I haven't seen it get knocked out once so far. I went on such a safe route using Corviknight. Corviknight's good, but these are just so much faster. I'll do a heal cheer. That's a good one to have. Charizard is a sick shiny. Blastoise and Venusaur should make a appearance in the DLC as well. Oh no, I'm sorry, I got crit. We'll be fine. I'm sure you can manage to finish this fight. Bye-bye. GG's. Yeah, these are so easy. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. It helps my content a lot here on YouTube. And I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Let me see how many Tera shards I have. Like, in case I'm getting close to cap, I might sell some. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm capped. That's hilarious. Well, let me go sell some real quick, then I'll get a new raid. I don't really plan... Unfortunately, like, aside event ones, I don't really plan them too much. I've been so busy. I had to work 6 days this week, and I technically work today also. Like, I'm not off until tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm just, like, busy doing IRL stuff that I need to catch up on. Probably sometime next week. I try to at least go live once a week on this channel. Wrong thing. Shiny Infernape and Turtwig, that's sick, yo. I love Turtwig. Well, let me sell some of these. Alright, let me get another raid up here. No, we haven't. There were some close ones, but we still clutched them out in the end. I feel like they've gotten more proficient as we've gone on. Like, now that you gave me the Iron Hands, which, again, thank you for trading that to me and building it. You didn't have to do that, but appreciate it, because, yeah, the power of Iron Hands. I mean, it's a little dicey, because the crits can knock out Iron Hands, but I feel like the amount of damage it outputs kind of makes up for that moment. So it seems okay still. Fuecoco. I bred a shiny Fuecoco myself. I did a stream on this channel. I still need to hunt the other starters. I just feel like I've had such bad luck with hatching eggs in this game. I mean, aside, there's one time I hatched my very first egg and I got a shiny, which has never happened to me, which I thought was crazy, but everything else aside that one time has been close to 1,000 eggs. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I guess, I usually try to schedule them a little bit ahead of time. That way you can see in your notifications or your sub box that I'm going live at a certain time. But I guess you could, if you really just wanted to make sure you don't miss, you could set notifications, like hit the bell on my channel. If you do that, though, anytime I post a short or a regular video too, you'll get notified. I mean, if you're down, like, there you go. But if you're only trying to catch my live streams, I don't know if there's any way that you can just set it to only see when I go live. I appreciate it, Darren. I actually have... See, so I'm a big Pokemon... Like, I have a lot of shiny Pokemon Go. I'm a level 50 Pokemon Go player. I've been playing since day one. I'm more casual these days, but I have an entirely different channel called Sassifrass that I make Go Battle League content. I've hit Legend many times. I've played a lot of Pokemon Go. And I'm not against bringing in shiny Pokemon from Go into home. So I already have most of these shiny Pokemon purely just because of playing Go and like all the community days they've had. They've had Turtwig community day in the past, so I actually have Turtwig shiny already. I have most of the starters, just anything that has had a community day, I absolutely have in Go. But I also have random shinies too. Actually, there's an event going on right now called Fashion Week. And, you know, it's whatever, you know. They're like Pokemon that have costumes on. It's a little goofy. But last night when I got off work, I went to go grab something at the grocery store. And in the parking lot, I caught... There's this little Diglett that has a little top hat right now. And I actually got a shiny one of them. I would show you, but my phone's downstairs at the moment. I posted a picture of it in my Discord. Actually, I could just show you on Discord. Let me put the code up here. Alright, let me type the code. Feel free to join if you'd like. Shiny Magnemite, that's sick. Here, I'll show you my Diglett. I posted a screenshot of it last night when I caught it. In the Discord. It's just so funny because Shiny Diglett in Go is kind of a meme for me. I was kind of happy that I got this. Well, let me bring it up on the screen. I just need to find. There it is. It's so ridiculous. It just has a little hat. Like, why? Pokemon Go just like is ridiculously cringe sometimes. Like, look at this thing. Like, I didn't really care if I got it, but the fact that I actually got that was hilarious. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves another Tera raid here. Shouldn't be an issue, I imagine. I really appreciate your support, Kimberly. All your comments on the short form content and such. It does, that engagement does help out my content a lot. I would say I'm still smaller. I'm absolutely a small content creator, you know, so having a community of people that show up and comment and like my videos really does go a long way. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. It's so funny. It's just goofy. They added a whooper that has a little like toss, like a little beanie, which I'll admit is pretty dope. And you can evolve it into Quagsire and it has like a hat. See, if they can evolve, whenever they add costume Pokemon and they can't evolve, that's when I'm like, why? They just take up space. But if they can actually evolve, then I can still use those competitively and all that, you know? Like there's a Toxicroak that has, wait, what does it have? Is it a baseball cap? Like that's super cool. Like Toxicroak is actually really good in Go Battle League. It's a Dapper Diglett. That's actually a good, I should name it Dapper. You got Iron Hands now? Awesome. Very nice. Is that Defiant Annihilate? That's actually pretty smart. Honestly, Annihilate is probably like... I imagine Annihilate's actually up there is probably one of the best picks. What if you ran Clear Amulet, Defiant, Annihilate? That'd be so funny. It's like counterintuitive. You just like block your own ability from activating. Yeah, honestly, Drain Punch Annihilate just feels like probably one of the best picks. Oh, you live in the UK? That's cool. Yeah, honestly, why is no one talking about Annihilate? Because Bite's not going to hurt that much on Annihilate. And anytime it lowers your stats, you just have Defiant. And you could run Swords Dance as well if you really wanted. Like, you're not going to be hit by any attack aside Bite. Like, legitimately, Annihilate seems like such a clutch pick. Yeah, for the most part, fighting types just seem solid all around in this fight. Well, let's break on through this. Defiant is so good on Annihilate. I mean, granted, you can't like use something like Rage Fist in this fight, but you don't need it. You know? Let me go for Belly Drum again. Yeah, then you just Tera fighting. That's cool. Like, I like Iron Hands for its sheer damage output, but I like the idea of Annihilate just because of how much it walls until you Tera. Maybe Iron Hands is still a little bit better just because you can set up so fast. Like, I feel like there's really no downside to being able to Belly Drum and then just straight go for a Drain Punch. Alright, let's Tera now. Yeah, this is so easy. Such an easy grind. Make sure if you're grinding this a lot too, to check your shards. I was at 999, and you can sell a decent amount of them and just keep gaining them if you plan on grinding a bit. Hey Louise, welcome to the stream. Yeah, pretty easy. Wow. Yeah, Corviknight's a safe pick, but I almost feel like it's like unnecessary to be as safe as I was. looking at it. My afternoon is midnight for you, yeah. You're probably like about 8 hours ahead of me. I'm thinking. Is it like 7 p.m. there? Oh wait, no. You said it's midnight there. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, this is pretty early here. I tried to go live early today since it's Saturday and I have a few hours until the afternoon. Like late afternoon I gotta head into work for the evening. Yeah, this is pretty much GG. We're almost done here. Yeah, there's really no reason for me to set up. I'll just go for a Drain Punch. Yeah, pretty easy. I'm gonna get another raid up here right after this, and then I'll put the code up. I might need to grab some more water. So just give me a moment to do that. Yeah, pretty easy, right? G. Alright. Let me just save. I mean, I guess I don't have to really save. It doesn't really matter. Alright, let me get the next raid situated and I'm gonna get some more water. I picked Quaxley. I don't even particularly like Quaquavel more than any of the other ones. But honestly, I had high hopes that they were gonna make its evolution have like some crazy pompadour and maybe emulate some sort of like, I don't know. I just thought it would maybe have like this like, you know how like Squawkabilly has like that rockabilly kind of like greaser kind of vibe. I thought they were gonna maybe do something like that for its final evolution. But no, they just went into a different direction with it. I mean, granted, I think I already knew what it was gonna evolve into, but I just picked it anyways because I was like... I feel like I typically pick water starters, I've realized. Like, I never really thought about it, but most generations, I picked water as my starter. Pokemon Blue, I picked Squirtle. Like, my original playthrough when I bought Blue as a kid. Well, I didn't buy it, my parents bought it for me, I was like 10 years old. But I picked Squirtle on my very first playthrough. I picked Totodile in Pokemon Gold. I picked Mudkip in Hoenn. Holy crap, I actually just realized I always pick water. I picked Piplup in Diamond. I'm pretty sure I picked... What was Gen 5? It was... Actually, I didn't pick... I think that generation I picked... Wait, what did I pick that generation? I think I picked Emboar. Actually, in that gen. Gen 6 I picked Froakie. I picked Sobble in Gen 8. Alola, I don't even remember because I barely played it. What did I pick? I think I picked Litten. No, I picked Rowlet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, oh my gosh, like literally like most of my games I played, I picked water as a starter. I never really thought about it. Wow. I mean, Mudkip, come on, like Mudkip is like top tier Pokemon. Alright, Kimberly, you have a great evening. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, I have an affinity for a lot of their designs too. You know, like most of them, if you've noticed too, they're like reptilian or amphibians. And I love, like when I was a kid, I used to hunt for newts at lakes. I'd collect frogs. Not collect them, but I would catch them and release them, or I'd catch tadpoles and watch them turn into frogs. Stuff like that as a kid. So I love that type of archetype as a Pokemon. So I tend to gravitate towards like reptilian or amphibian type Pokemon. Like that's why I liked Sobble also, was because, you know, it's kind of like a lizard, I suppose. Sounds good, Darren. I'm gonna put up the code here. I'm gonna try to use the restroom and also grab some water real quick. So feel free to join. You have a party full of Annihilates, that's awesome. Here's the code, I'll be right back. One sec. My gosh, just in time, right? Alright. Sorry about that, I had to pet my cat when I saw it. She deserves the pets. Alright. Solid squad, we got a... Oh, we got a Hariyama too, that's cool. That's awesome, yeah. Alright, let's go, let's go. Yeah, this looks like a strong squad. Focus energy. Yo, that's actually genius. Does Iron Hands get focus energy? Like, what if you run focus energy plus, like, Razor Claw or whatever? Would you just crit every turn? Because technically that would negate the charm. If I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. This Pokemon likes charming us. Thanks again for tuning into the stream today. I hope you're all having a great weekend. I love that, yo. You always bring such cool builds. I like the uniqueness. That's typically what I try to do with my channel. I mean, maybe I should just make more grandiose builds for my videos, but I always just try to make spicy builds. Maybe for people that are more interested in a challenge, or, you know, thinking outside the box. But yeah, obviously, we got like a squad of people here just ready to tear down this Eevee. Oh wait, I need a belly drum. Whoopsies. Here, you know what? I'm gonna go for a defense cheer real quick. That way we can bulk out a bit. Focus punch! Why are you gonna use focus punch? It'll probably fail, won't it? That's awesome, Ada. You should bring that to a fight. Let's see that Annihilate in action. Alright, let me... Actually, I probably shouldn't belly drum. I think I might be too low. This is probably suicide. Actually, I could probably go for a heal cheer. Oscar, what are you you have detect, bro. He's using detect. That's actually, does it work alright? I've never really thought about that. Does protect or detect work? Save me! That looks like it's like a VGC variant of Iron Hands. Alright, finally. Of course, like right when I'm about to actually attack, it does that. You know what? I'm just going for it anyways. I guess I could just set up Sword Stance instead of risking taking my health down so low. But I feel like we're on that offensive grind at this point. Yeah. Just punch it already. It's insane how much that heals even without any attack. I'm gonna try to set up. Okay, get my belly drum off. Ouch. That's scary. I'm gonna go for the heal cheer real quick. That way I know I don't die. This one's getting kind of close. You don't want to use something like close combat in this fight because it lowers your defenses, making it easier for the Eevee to knock you out. I think if I can get an attack in, we win though. I can feel the pressure. I think we win though. Once my Drain Punch connects, that's game. Pretty close though. Gotta be careful with using those close combats and such. G? G. Goodbye, Eevee. Yeah, there hasn't been one raid that we've lost. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Let's get another raid. He died to recoil. to the double edge recoil. Alright, let me find another raid to host here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, I think I changed it to PM, that's hilarious. I don't think that worked. Hold on. Let me try again. Let's see. Oops. There we go. I reacted before it even happened, like, cause my thumb, I just knew. I just knew it was gonna press it. Right next to Lavencia, let's go. You take too much damage, you might need to redo your build. Yeah, maybe maybe if we even just set up like a defense cheer. Because I feel like that, it's like, we're just kind of like winging it, right? But having a little bit of support is actually like really good idea. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to join. Let's go. You're surrounded by 30 Pokemon. Maybe more. Hey Ken. No, I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to be busy doing some other stuff. Tomorrow's actually my first day off in a while, and I have a lot of stuff I have to get done on my day off. So I'm going to be pretty busy for the day. But I appreciate you joining the raids. It's been fun, Ken. Right. Let me get my iron hands. This looks good. I was thinking about maybe doing like a members only stream where I play Final Fantasy XIV soon. Maybe sooner than later. Sounds good, Darren. It's been nice having your Como join the fight. Yeah, these are just pretty easy to get through. Let's go. Is that ghost form Arceus? Oh, phew. Alright, let me set belly drum. And then I'll just go straight drain punches. Drain punch. Drain punch. You think it's the fairy type? I don't know. Are you sure? Because it's like purple. Usually the color of that is an indicator. Like I was like, it's either ghost or poison, maybe. I mean, maybe dragon, but I don't remember. I don't think fairy. I think fairy looks more pink. Let's see. Excuse me. Karen. That is hilarious that your annihilator's name is Karen. Karen with the rage fist. That's so funny. Karen just gets angrier and stronger. Okay, cool, so that is the ghost. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's the ghost variant. That's cool. Annihilate is legitimately like a crazy Pokemon. Like some of these Pokemon that are fighters that are introduced are just top tier. Running into Annihilate in competitive is a nightmare. Defiant with that Rage Fist. Well, yeah, unfortunately Rage Fist doesn't work here, but it's just funny like for other fights. I imagine you get to use it. Alright. Going on the offense again. I think I can Tera the next turn. Nice. Let's Tera our Iron Hands, go for that Drain Punch. Thanks again for tuning into the stream today. I hope you're all having a great weekend. It's been fun hosting these for viewers. Definitely a good old time. Use common sense on Karen. It lowered her special attack. Raise her attack by 2 stages. Show me the manager! I am the manager. Raises attack by 2 stages. I want my meal comped! And more! There's emotional damage! How will you pay for this? You know, I'm just gonna Swords Dance here. That way I don't die. Then I'll just Drain Punch. It's a female Annihilate, so it only seems fitting. I mean, it's just terrifying. Sometimes people just name their Pokemon something that is just so iconic in itself. Manager used company policy on Karen. Karen is now confused. Manager used customers always right. Annihilate, aka Haze. That would be the equivalent of that move in the real life. It's Haze. Removes all stat buffs on the Karen. Just thinking of like a Karen being defined as defiant is just hilarious to me for some reason. Your Annihilate is Goku Black. That's cool. Honestly, this Annihilate is probably on that same level. Karen used call police. Yeah, that's frightening, in fact. Karen uses call police, but it ends up getting her arrested instead. Alright, GG's. Let me find another raid here. And we'll go from there. I'll host a few more. Then I'll probably head off because I gotta get situated for work. Alright, Darren. Thanks for hanging out today. GG's. I hope you have a great evening and rest of your weekend. There is the raid. Oh yeah, Sato. No matter how many times you tell Karen to stop, she just keeps going. That only makes her angrier. You never tell someone who's angry to stop being angry. It's like, that's how you escalate the anger to an ungodly level in it, like 0 to 60. Like if someone's already like in public screaming, the last thing that's gonna make them stop is telling them to stop. They'll just double down at that point and like lose all sense of reality. They lose themselves. Alright, here's the code. Feel free to join. Maybe I'll host 1 or 2 more before I head off for the day. That way I'll relax a bit before I gotta head into the job. No, I'm pretty sure Eevee has a chance of being either. Wait, really? Can it only be a female? Do you mean the one that we catch in the raid? Or do you mean in general when you catch them in the... I thought you meant like catching them in the wild, but maybe the raid Eevee is gender locked. I didn't even consider that. Right. So yeah, feel free to join the raid if you want. Does anyone know? Is the raid Eevee gender locked to female? Because you should be able to, like, if I'm not mistaken, you can catch male Eevee, right? So you're saying that the raid one might potentially be female locked. You need a charge switch. That makes sense. We have room for 2 more people if anyone wants to join the raid. I'll maybe host 1 more Eevee raid after this one, and then I'm gonna head off for the day. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. See. All right. I mean, we could do it. We could definitely duo this. If no one else joins this one, this will probably be the last one then. That'll be an indicator that this is a good place to kind of head off for the day. I'll let it stay up because there's still about 40 seconds in case someone's trying to type in the code. But yeah, we could just duo this. I'll set Velodrum and just go on a rampage with Drain Punch. You know what? I'll just start it. Looks like no one else is joining. Yeah, this will be the last read for the day. So if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button because it does help my content out a lot. And I do thank you for just tuning in and hanging out for a bit. So we just be chilling. Get in this final raid. Knock out the Eevee. Yeah, that NPC is styling, yeah. Alright. We got the Hariyama Iron Hands duo. Coming in with... I wonder if Hariyama looks at Iron Hands and thinks, like, what is this? Like, is that me? Am I to be replaced? Like, who would win? I feel like Iron Hands has the advantage just because it has Stab, Wild Charge, and Thunder Punch. I feel like Iron Hands would win in a fight against Hariyama. Yeah. Definitely spicy. Why do the NPCs insist on using status moves in this fight? Yeah, this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna head off after this raid. I gotta work soon. Let's see. It's been fun though, just hanging out, hosting some of these raids. Oh yeah, there is a Dragapult mystery gift right now. That's true. That is true. I think you have time to get it, but you might as well get it while you're thinking about it. Alright, let me Tera and Drain Punch the Eevee. And then just gotta pay attention to when we got a belly drum again. Eevee, the unrivaled. It's rivaled by no one. Have your fun. I'll punch you in the face. Alright, I think I have the belly drum. It's live until the 20th of December? Wow, that's a long time. Oh wait, no, the 20th of this month. So it's only this weekend. Gotta get it while you can. Dragapult. It's kind of cool to see that Dragapult has actually still been relatively used in the competitive scene this generation. I thought it was a Pokemon that would fall off without having the ability to D-Max. But no, it's actually found some pretty viable play. Yeah, fully healed from that Drain Punch. Wow. Yeah, we're just kind of like blowing through this now. I mean, even with just 2 people, this raid just suffers. I mean, you can solo this raid easily. It takes a little bit more time. But, I mean, look at this. This is crazy. Probably have to use Belly Drum again. Pretty much every quarter of the fight, it does that. So pretty much 3 times in the fight. There is the mystery gift code if you're interested in getting your... So it's a code that they put out for the international that's happening this weekend. That's cool. Alright, just go for the Drain Punches to finish up this fight. And this, again, will be the last raid of the stream. Appreciate you all hanging out and joining me on this fight. Get your Dragapult mystery gift. Don't forget to get it this weekend. Yeah. Maybe I'll get mine real quick before I head off. I'll do that. I actually didn't even claim my Tera Electric Mimikyu yet. But we'll save that for another time. I meant to claim it on Halloween, but I forgot. Alright, GG's. Lit, Sugu, J-Boy. We crushed it. Well played. Alright, I'm gonna claim my Dragapult mystery gift real quick. Yeah, that's what I figured this Dragapult was from NAIC's winner. I competed at that one. I almost got day 2. I was 6-3. I was 6-2, and then I lost to my final opponent. And it wasn't even like I had actually a really good chance of playing well against them. If anything, I kind of just dropped the ball at that point. which is a little unfortunate, but I feel like I did pretty good still. I mean, 6-3 at international is pretty good. Almost got day 2, wish I did, but yeah, at that tournament, the person who won ended up, they were running a Dragapult. Alright, let me get this mystery gift real quick. GG's. That makes sense. That's kind of spicy, but it makes sense so you can resist the normal moves. Let's see. Yeah, just a reminder that there's a mystery gift. If you're watching, you might as well get it now if you haven't, because it won't be here and you might forget about it. Like next week, if you don't get it by this weekend. So yeah. It's just a regular Dragapult, but it is in a Cherish Ball, which is always cool to collect these. I mean, typically these are good Pokemon if you're interested in building VGC teams. Like, you could just kind of like use these. They're already like, if I'm not mistaken, they're already EV trained. I think they are. I think they're like built exactly how they built it on the team. Let me check actually to see if it is. Where is it? Oh, does it go in the box one? Yeah, see, they're already EV trained and everything. They're pretty much just like copies of the Pokemon that they ran. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into today's stream. Definitely hit the like button on your way out. And with that being said, the Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care and have a great weekend. Good luck on all of your grinding.